Shh, you guys hear that? That's the sound of my metal credit card making contact with my silver play button. Hey, there I am. Folks, I just want to take a moment. I got this in the mail earlier in the week just to thank all of you. I cannot believe we've crossed the 100,000 subscriber threshold. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, when I started this channel 2 years ago, I couldn't have dreamed the heights that we have reached, both on the short form side, TikTok, Instagram, and now on the YouTube side as well. So thank you all. No matter where you join in the journey, from the bottom of my heart, I am so excited to see where the rest of the year has for us. With that boring stuff out of the way though, let's go ahead and dive into today's video where we're gonna talk about the top 9 metal credit cards of 2023. Today's video is simple. I took a look at metal credit cards that I had or I thought were interesting. I weighed them, and then I'm gonna now sort them by weight from lightest to heaviest. And each card is gonna break down with a sign-up bonus, its earning potential, high-level benefits, the annual fee, and of course my final verdict on the card. The one point of housekeeping, cards you're not going to see on the list are cards like the X1 card, or the luxury card, black card, or gold card, because those cards market themselves on being metal. And anytime a credit card markets itself on being metal, they generally are not a very good credit card. Apple Card. So today's cards, even though they are metal, there's a lot more value outside of it being a heavy card. Coming in at number 9, we have the American Express Bonvoy Brilliant. This card weighs in at a whopping 15 grams. The sign-up bonus for this card is 95,000 Marriott Bonvoy points after spending $5,000 in the first 3 months. As for earnings, this card will earn 6 points per dollar spent at participating Bonvoy hotels. It will earn 3 points for every single dollar you spend on dining, 3 points for every dollar spent booking flights direct with airline, and 2 points for every dollar spent elsewhere. Benefits. And this is where I think the card shines a little bit. So by having the American Express Bonvoy Brilliant, you are automatically granted Platinum Elite status. And if you're unfamiliar with Marriott, Platinum Elite is one below its highest tier, Titanium Elite. Now, if you're Platinum in the US, you're probably not getting a whole ton of benefits, but if you're abroad in Europe or Asia, that likely is gonna get you A, recognition, but also sweet upgrades. This card also comes with a $300 dining credit every single year, and it's not limited to one particular program, but it is limited in that you must spend it as $25 increments every single month. The card also provides you 25 Elite Night credits every year. So if the threshold to qualify for, let's say, Titanium status was 75 nights, you can reduce it by 25 just by holding on to this card. Annual fee. This card comes in with a whopping $650 annual fee. Yikes. However, remember, you've got the dining credits, 300 bucks, take that out. Effectively, it's $350. So my verdict for this card. I would say this is for someone who travels enough and stays enough at Marriott properties where they would like that Platinum Elite status, but they don't stay enough to actually attain it. The other person that should look out for this card is someone who's gonna pair this personal card with a business card that gives you 15 Elite Night credits. So effectively, you would have 40 Elite Night credits already by having 2 cards. It makes it that much easier to qualify for Titanium Elite status. And if you have Titanium Elite status, you can actually get United Silver status, even though it's the lowest tier as United Silver status. I've gotten upgrades to Economy Plus just by way of having it. But I would certainly not recommend someone getting this card and actually spending on it because Marriott points aren't really that valuable. I'd much rather you take the sign-up bonus and then use those versus just heavily spending on the card. Number 8. This is a fan favorite. This is one of my favorite cards, the American Express Gold, or Rose Gold. This card weighs in also at 15 grams. This card comes with a variable sign-up bonus anywhere in the range of 60 to 70,000 points after you spend $4,000 in the first 6 months. This card will earn 4 points per dollar spent at grocery stores, up to a limit of $25,000 in total spend per year. You will also earn 4 points for every single dollar you spent at dining out, and you will earn 3 points per dollar spent booking airfare direct with an airline or through Amex Travel, and 1 point per dollar spent everywhere else. This card will offer you a $120 dining credit, a little different than the Bonvoy dining credit in that this dining credit can be only used at these logos shown here, but I would call out Grubhub. In addition, you will also get another $120 credit to be used at Uber or Uber Eats. So I like to think of it in aggregate as having $240 of total eating credits. And since you earn membership reward points, you can take those points and transfer them to flight partners like British Airways or Air Canada to redeem for thousands of dollars of additional value. Now, as for annual fee, this card does come with a hefty $250 annual fee. But remember, you also have $240 worth of eating credits. 250 minus 240, you're only paying 10 bucks. And remember folks, on this channel, we do not pay sticker price. At $10, this is a phenomenal card. It's one of my go-to cards when I'm doing anything that relates to consuming food. And my verdict for this card is, if you eat food, you should probably jump on this card. If you buy groceries, you should probably jump on this card. If you eat food, buy groceries, and you want to travel some, you should probably jump on this card. Coming in at number 7, we have the Bilt MasterCard, weighing in at 16 grams. This card has a sign-up bonus that doesn't exist, which is a bit of a shame, but it's gonna more than make up for it in its earnings capacity. So this card from an earnings point will earn 3 points for every single dollar that you spent on dining out, 2 points per dollar spent on travel, and 1 point spent on rent. Yeah, that's right, your single largest monthly expense. You will earn 1 point for every single dollar there. In addition, you'll earn 1 point per dollar on all other categories. Benefits. Remember how I said the rent benefit? Well, kind of how it works without getting too into the weeds is either your apartment building might be in the Bilt Alliance, in which they will then cover the transaction fee. And if it's not, Bilt will also cover any transaction fee. In addition, if your landlord only takes a check or cash, Bilt will actually cut a check to your landlord on your behalf and you will still earn points. Folks, let me put that into context for you. Let's say you spend $1,000, $2,000, you live with roommates, $3,000, $4,000 a month on rent. That's easily 12, 24, 36, 48,000 points you are not otherwise earning unless you have this card. It's absolutely incredible. And to really give you some perspective, Bilt points are some of the most valuable on the marketplace. Obviously, we have our Chase points, Amex points, Citi points, Capital One points, but Bilt points can transfer to American Airlines. Nobody transfers to American Airlines. I guess technically Marriott, but really no other major card issuer does. And American Airlines is how I flew Qatar Airways Q Suites, live flatbed in the sky. Instead of paying $7,000, $8,000 plus, I use 70,000 American Airlines miles. Bilt also transfers to Hyatt. The only other partner is Chase, who transfers to Hyatt, which I think is one of the most valuable hotel redemptions, period. I stayed at the Secrets Moché in Playa del Carmen. Instead of paying over $1,000 a night, I used 25,000 Hyatt points transferred from my Bilt card. So given all of that, you're probably thinking this annual fee is gonna be hefty. Well, actually, the annual fee is non-existent. That's right, it's a free card. So my verdict for this card, if you pay rent, jump on this card. If you want to travel and you don't want to pay an annual fee for a credit card that offers travel benefits, jump on this card. If you pay rent, and obviously you like to travel and you don't want to pay an annual fee, jump on this card. There really is no net loss on this card. In fact, even though I own multiple properties, I still have this card largely from the fact that I can earn points that transfer to American Airlines. That is just still... And here's a pro tip. If you live with roommates, get this card, pay for rent, have your roommates Venmo you take the points, you do free travel. There you go. Coming in at number 6, this is a card we haven't talked about much on this channel, but we have talked about its bigger brother, and that is the Capital One Venture, weighing in at 16 grams. The current sign-up bonus for this card is 75,000 points after you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months. This card will earn 5 points for every single dollar that you spend booking hotels or car rentals through the Capital One travel portal, and then you will earn 2 points for dollar spent everywhere else. Benefits, a little sparse here. So this card gives you 2 lounge passes every single year to use at the Capital One lounges, except it's really just lounge right now, but they are expanding. The card will also give you a $100 global entry credit that you can use, which basically gets you TSA pre-check along with global entry. Card offers no foreign transaction fee, and it also has the transfer partners within the Capital One ecosystem. Annual fee. This card comes in at $95. However, if you've never had global entry, then this actually might be worth it. 95 minus 100, you could net back $5, but global entry is valid for 4 years. So year 2, you wouldn't necessarily come out ahead. My verdict for this card. I think this is an okay card. It's a mid-tier card if you're not really quite ready to swing with the big boys. At the top tier level, it's an acceptable card. I do, however, really like the sign-up bonus. So if you're on the points play, you're grinding it out, you wanna fly for free, you wanna stay for free, it's all about the sign-up bonuses. So this card for me will largely be get the sign-up bonus and then close it after I'm done. Coming in at number 5, and this is my number 1 card for 2023, one of my favorite travel cards of 2023/ever, and the bigger brother to the card we just talked about earlier, the Capital One Venture X, weighing in at 17 grams. The sign-up bonus for this card is 75,000 points after you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months. From an earnings rate perspective, This card will earn 10 points for every single dollar you spent booking hotels and car rental through the Capital One Travel Portal, 5 points for every single dollar you spent booking flights through the Capital One Travel Portal, and 2 points spent everywhere else. On the benefits front, this card really shines. This card will give you a $300 travel voucher for booking travel through the Capital One Travel Portal every single year. The card will also give you 10,000 anniversary miles, which are roughly equivalent to $100 every single year just for having the card. It's like, hey, thanks, here's $100. The card also gives you access to the Priority Pass Lounge Network, which are all those airport lounges you see people hang out in. Free food, free drinks, sometimes there's showers, sometimes there's day beds. It's incredible. And of course, you're gonna get access to the Capital One lounges, which again, right now is singular, but they are expanding rapidly. The card also allows you to add authorized users for free. Unlike some of the other top tier cards, Chase Sapphire Reserve or American Express Platinum, where they charge you to add authorized users, it's free here and the authorized user gets Priority Pass and they can go ahead and bring their friends into the lounges. Annual fee. The card does come with a $395 annual fee, which is getting up there. But remember, you get a $300 travel voucher and a $100 anniversary credit, so that's $400 of total travel credits against a $395 annual fee. That's right, the math will tell you, you get $5 back in your pocket for having this card. It's insane, folks. These type of cards at this level do not come anywhere close to actually giving money back to you. The fact that the Venture X does, you should absolutely jump on this card. So my final verdict for this card. Pretty much anyone who's looking for a travel card needs to consider the Venture X. And if you are just getting your maybe second or third card and you're looking at a travel card, jump on this card. The fact that you come out net positive $5 compared to the other travel cards where you have to do a little bit of work to really extract value, this is just such a no-brainer recommendation from my end. Coming in at number 4, we have the American Express Platinum, weighing in also at 17 grams. Sign-up bonus for this card ranges anywhere from 80 to about 100,000 points after spending $6,000 within the first 6 months. As for earnings, you will earn 5 points for every single dollar you spent booking flights either directly with airline or through Amex Travel, 5 points per dollar spent on prepaid hotels that you book through Amex Travel, and 1 point per dollar spent on all of your other regular purchases. From a benefits perspective, this is where one could make the argument that either this card is loaded or it's a coupon book. And depending on who the user is, it is one of those things. So the benefits I would call out are the fact that you get access to American Express's Centurion lounges, which I'd argue is some of the best lounges domestically in the United States, bar none. You also get access to Delta Sky Club lounges when you're flying Delta. You also get access to Lufthansa's lounges if you're flying within the Lufthansa group. You'll receive a $200 Uber credit every year and a $100 credit to Saks. There are also other credits on the card, such as a $300 credit to Equinox, a $200 incidental airfare credit, a $150 credit to Walmart Plus, a $240 dining credit, and the list kind of goes on. And I'd say a lot of those credits are solid if you already use those, but for a lot of people, it might just be seeming like, hey, this is kind of a coupon book with a ton of things that I likely won't use, but maybe if I kind of tilt my head one way or another, I could eke out some value here. The card comes with an annual fee of $695. Oof. And so if I take out the credits that I think are useful, namely a $240 entertainment credit, a $200 Uber credit, and a $100 Saks credit, $540, that would equate to $155 that you're paying for this card. My verdict for the card. I would say the American Express Platinum is a card to jump on for the sign-up bonus. It's a big sign-up bonus, absolutely jump on it. It's also a card to jump on if you are a road warrior and you travel through airports that have Centurion lounges, or you fly Delta or Lufthansa Group. However, for the everyday user, this probably isn't a card that I would take a look at any more seriously past the first year and the sign-up bonus. Coming in at number 3, we have the Citi A-Advantage Executive Card, or the co-branded card with American Airlines. You will get 80,000 American Airlines miles after you spend $5,000 in the first 3 months. From an earnings perspective, you will earn 2 American Airlines miles for every single dollar that you spend. Benefits. The one that I would really call out is having this card gets you access to the Admiral lounges that American Airlines has. And by having the card, you get to board in group 4 out of the 10 boarding groups that American Airlines has. And you'll get a $100 credit to Global Entry / TSA PreCheck. Annual fee. This card comes in at $450. Now, let's assume you do want to take advantage of the Global Entry credit. That's still $350 for this card. So my verdict for this card, as far as who it's for someone who flies American Airlines enough, but doesn't fly them enough to have status, and who also would like to get into the Admiral lounges. Otherwise though, for everyone else, this is largely applied to just get some American Airlines miles. Now, that 80,000 American Airlines miles is easily enough for a one-way from the East Coast over to the Maldives on Qatar Airways Q Suites live flat bed, double bed in the sky. Instead of paying that $7,000, $8,000, you're gonna get away with it with 70,000 American Airlines miles. For everyone else though, I don't really know if this is a card I would hang on to much past the sign-up bonus. Coming in at number 2, and this card is invite only. You can't actually just apply for it, but this is the JP Morgan Reserve, formerly the JP Morgan Palladium card, weighing in at a whopping 27 grams. That is heavy. Now, as far as what this card is and the benefits it offers, it actually is an exact mirror of the Chase Sapphire Reserve. The only difference being that this card gives you access to the United Club lounges. So as far as the sign-up bonus, potentially it's probably 60,000 points after 4K spent in 3 months. You're gonna earn 3 points per hour spent on dining as well as travel. And as far as all of those benefits, you get the $300 travel credit, you're gonna get access to Priority Pass lounges, you're gonna get your global entry TSA pre-check, you get the travel partners, but really, this card is a status flex 100. JP Morgan Chase says that typically for clients to get this card, you need to have $10 million of net investable assets on deposit with JP Morgan. Now, there have been reports in the past of getting in with lesser amounts. I actually spoke to someone at JP Morgan who said, you know, if you can cough up $250,000, let us manage it for you, we could consider you for an application. I would say though, is that really worth it? $250,000, they slap on their management fees. Honestly, it's not, because it's gonna be more than the annual fee, and the only benefit is the fact that this card gives you access to United Club lounges, which I already have access to by way of having Star Alliance Gold through Asiana, not United. I can make a separate video for that if anyone's interested. This card is an incredible status flex. It's 27 grams, it's heavy, but you need to have either $250,000 on the low end or $10 million to be safe to even apply for the card. And coming in at number 1, the medalist and heaviest card that we have on the marketplace today, and a card that I desperately wanted a couple years back, is the Chase Ritz-Carlton card, weighing in at 28 grams. The caveat about this card is, technically it's available, but you can't directly apply. And what I mean by that is, in order to get this card, you actually have to get one of Chase's regular Marriott Bonvoy cards, and then you do a product change where you change that card into the Ritz-Carlton card. So as a result of doing that swap, this card does not have a sign-up bonus. As for earnings, this card will earn 6 points for every dollar that you spend at a participating Marriott property. You will also get 3 points for every single dollar you spent at dining, car rental, or airfare purchases, and 2 points for all other purchases. Benefits. Now, some of these actually might sound similar to the Amex Bonvoy Brilliant, and I would say they largely are because they're both, I guess, the top tier Marriott cards, just the fact that Amex has one and Marriott has one. So you're gonna get a $300 credit for airline incidentals every year. And this one's a funky one. It doesn't automatically come through the statement credit. You actually have to either send a secure message or call Chase to apply the credit every year. And there are reports that sometimes, even though it's for incidentals like Wi-Fi, seat selection, baggage, you could sneak in a low fare. The card also gives you a $100 credit to Global Entry / TSA PreCheck. You will also get a free night credit worth up to 85,000 points every single year. You can also get 3 upgrades to the Ritz-Carlton Club, which I believe is just kind of a lounge access at certain Ritz-Carltons on up to 3 individual stays that are paid every single year. As for annual fee, this card comes in at $450. But let's say you do manage to figure out how to use the airline incidentals for a way that's actually valuable to you, you would effectively pay $150 for the card, which actually isn't bad. And back in the day, a benefit I forgot to mention is you could add free authorized users, and the authorized users would be able to get Priority Pass. And that's a benefit that I thought was so cool, but now the Venture X, easily accessible to everybody, allows you to do that. So I guess it's more of a moot point. But nonetheless, this card is still the heaviest card on the marketplace at 28 grams. So for what that's worth, maybe it could be worth having it for $150 a year. I'm kidding, guys. Don't actually get a credit card because it's heavy. Get it because it derives value for you, your family, how you travel, your lifestyle. That's it, folks. These were the top 9 metal credit cards of 2023. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any of the cards, and if you'd like to support my channel, feel free to check out any of my affiliate links down below. Peace.